You are presented with two milkshakes. One is a special high-protein, zero-sugar milkshake. It's made for athletes and sportsmen. The other one is a chocolate milkshake with whipped cream and sprinkles. Which one would be healthier for you to drink? It seems obvious, but the answer will change a lot of your perceptions. Ali Akram, a clinical psychologist, became intrigued by an interesting question. Can the mere perception of certain foods and drinks alter the body's physical response to the consumed nutrients? Drawing from her background in studying the placebo effect, where a person's belief in the effectiveness of a treatment can result in physical changes, she suspected that food labels might have a similar impact. To explore this, she conducted an experiment. She had two separate groups drink milkshakes, and their body's physical response was measured. One group was given an unhealthy, high-calorie milkshake, and naturally their bodies responded negatively. The other group was given a healthy, zero-sugar milkshake, and their bodies responded positively. The twist? Both groups were given the same milkshake, the unhealthy one. Their thoughts are what shaped the body's physiological response. People don't realize just how powerful their thoughts are. There is a reason why elite athletes use visualization of success all the time, especially in combat sports, where fighters often imagine which round they're going to land the knockout and publicly communicate this to their opponents. The fight often unfolds in the predicted manner. Bodybuilders use image training and fictional ideal bodies to stimulate their muscles for growth. Bow hunters imagine themselves being the arrow to get more precise shots. These all represent the same phenomenon and a fascinating general placebo effect. Of course, you can't imagine yourself in a fit body and wake up as Arnold Schwarzenegger the next day. There must be work already being put in. But once you're doing the work, as one half of the equation, the milkshake method remains the other half, the cognitive aspect. People don't want this to be true. They don't want to admit the influence that their beliefs have. Inputs, outputs. How much you put in, that's how much you get, is what they want. We all wish it were that simple, but reality is much more complex. That is the unfortunate truth. So why not make the most of it? Why not foster the thoughts that you need? After all, there is no real downside to applying these findings. Always be conscious of your thoughts. Reevaluate them regularly and remain positive and optimistic. Foster thoughts that are useful in whatever you're striving for. Ask yourself, what kind of mindset do you need to achieve your goals? Think of people whose thought patterns you admire and try to model them. All this doesn't mean that you be unrealistic or delusional, but rather to keep a favorable outlook, no matter what happens. The placebo effect will then take its course and propel you to new heights. And even open placebos, ones where you're already aware of the effect, have shown to be just as powerful. Thank you for watching, and remember to never underestimate your thoughts.